Cancer, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. This is not a coincidence. You didn't land here by scrolling randomly or by chance. You were led here, right now, because there is a message from God that your spirit has been silently asking to receive. October is not just another month on the calendar. For you, it is a spiritual checkpoint. You've walked through so many emotional cycles this year, some that lifted you higher than you've been in years, and others that felt like tests you couldn't make sense of. The truth is, you were never walking through them alone. God saw the moments when your strength cracked but your heart kept loving anyway. He saw when you smiled through confusion, when you prayed in silence even when it felt like no one was listening. Those tears you didn't let anyone see? They were seeds, not signs of weakness. This month, heaven is speaking directly to you. The same divine hand that wrote the stars is now using their movement to send you a message of renewal, protection, and alignment. October will ask you to slow down, to breathe deeper, to remember that control is not the same as peace, and that letting go does not mean giving up. God is not asking you to be perfect this month. He is asking you to be still enough to hear Him. If you've been feeling tired of holding everyone together, if your heart feels stretched thin, this message is the reassurance you've been praying for. The message God sends to Cancer in October is one word: trust. This is the month when your faith will be tested through change, not to break you, but to prove what's been growing quietly inside you. Astrologically, the sun begins October shining in your 4th house, the realm of home, family, and emotional foundations. That's sacred space for you. You thrive on belonging, on feeling secure, on creating peace for others. But as the sun transitions into your 5th house mid-month, that light moves toward creativity, love, and self-expression. God is saying, child, stop hiding behind the safety of what's familiar. I've given you light not just to keep you warm, but to share it. For many Cancers, this shift feels like God gently moving you from maintenance to creation, from protecting your peace to extending it. You've been in survival mode for too long, caring for others, keeping the household together, keeping your emotions contained. Now, the divine asks you to rediscover joy, to create again, to let your laughter return to rooms that have felt too quiet. Between October the 3rd and 24th, Mercury weakens. Plans delay. Words twist. Misunderstandings surface. And while others panic, God wants you to see what's really happening. He's not punishing you with confusion, He's pausing you for recalibration. Mercury's fog is heaven's filter. It slows your mind so you can finally hear your heart. It's His way of saying, stop trying to figure it out, just trust me. Mars, the planet of passion and drive, will stir your emotions. Old frustrations may rise, old wounds may sting. But Venus, the planet of grace, brings divine balance, softening your reactions and helping you choose compassion over control. The divine alignment this month is sacred. You are being refined, not punished. Every detour is protection. Every delay is direction. In your career or life purpose, the early part of October brings quiet motion. You might not see fireworks, but there's momentum under the surface. Seeds you planted months ago, efforts that felt unnoticed, are starting to germinate. A conversation may reopen, an email finally replies, or an unexpected offer appears. When plans slow or shift mid-month, don't lose faith. God is editing your story before it unfolds publicly. You might feel like things are stuck, but the truth is, He's lining up people, timing, and resources in ways you can't yet see. This is the month to stop comparing your pace to others. Some people sprint, others are called to build cathedrals. Your path isn't slower, it's sacredly detailed. When it comes to love, October touches the deepest corners of your heart. Venus blesses the start of the month with tenderness, warmth in your relationships, gentle reconnection, even forgiveness where pride once lived. But when Mercury falters mid-month, communication becomes tricky. Words carry extra weight, and silence can feel like rejection. Yet this is where God tests your spiritual maturity. He asks, can you love without needing constant reassurance? Can you trust connection even when it's quiet? For those in relationships, this is a refining fire. You may revisit old misunderstandings, not to reopen wounds, but to finally heal them with truth. For single Cancers, divine timing unfolds differently. A karmic encounter may appear, someone familiar, almost soul-deep. Whether it becomes a lasting bond or a brief encounter, it's meant to reawaken your heart, to remind you that love isn't gone, it's waiting for you to be ready again. Your nature is to nurture, to absorb others' pain and transmute it into care. But October is a reminder, you can love without losing yourself. When family tensions rise, and they might, don't try to fix everything. Sometimes love means stepping back and trusting that other souls have their own lessons. This is the month God teaches you discernment, that compassion doesn't mean exhaustion. Physically and emotionally, this is a time for rest and grounding. Your nervous system has been overworked by worry, your body asking for the peace your mind resists. Sleep, prayer, and time in nature are medicine. When you slow down, your intuition sharpens. You'll start noticing subtle signs, repeating numbers, dreams, songs, or moments of déjà vu. These are not coincidences. They are God's gentle nudges, reminding you He's near, guiding you step by step. Cancer, your karmic and divine lesson this month centers on release. God is asking you to surrender what you cannot control, the opinions, the outcomes, the timing. To release is not to give up, it's to make room for divine intervention. You are standing in a sacred in-between, no longer the person who overgave and hid your emotions, but not yet the fully empowered soul you are becoming. This liminal space feels uncomfortable, uncertain, but it's where your faith is built. This month, God whispers, I never asked you to carry everything. I asked you to trust me with it. He's teaching you the power of selective vulnerability. Not everyone deserves your full heart. Some people are meant to observe your light, not hold it. Your intuition is sharpening for a reason. When you feel drained after speaking to someone, that's not guilt, it's guidance. Listen to it. Protect your energy like sacred fire. And above all, understand this. God is not taking anything away from you this month that was meant to stay. Whatever fades, falls, or shifts was blocking your next blessing. So here's your spiritual invitation, Cancer, make space for silence. Turn off the noise, the constant distractions, the mental chatter, the need to explain yourself. Sit alone in quiet prayer or reflection and place your hand over your heart. Then ask, God, what am I still holding that you're asking me to release? You'll feel the answer before you hear it. It might come as a tear, a sigh, a calm breath. That's your soul exhaling the weight it was never meant to carry. October is a divine appointment. God is moving pieces in your life that you don't even know are connected yet. He's preparing miracles disguised as delays, and breakthroughs hidden in endings. The silence you fear is not absence, it's alignment. The door that closed is not rejection, it's redirection. Your role this month is to trust, to soften, and to surrender. The peace you've been chasing externally is already being rebuilt inside you. And when the month closes, you'll look back and realize, God never left you waiting. He was preparing you for something far greater than what you were asking for. Cancer, this is your divine message for October. Not a coincidence, not a prediction, but a reminder that heaven still sees you. If this message touched something inside you, it's because it was meant for you. Take it as confirmation that God has been speaking through the silence all along. Like this video if it resonated with your heart. Subscribe if you want more divine readings that blend ancient astrology with faith and truth. And share this with someone who feels lost. You never know whose prayer you might be answering. And before you go, tell me in the comments. What is God asking you to let go of this October? Because sometimes, the moment you release what you were gripping too tightly is the exact moment heaven's plan finally unfolds.